YouTube vinyl community, Weezer fans, random people on the internet. My name is Giggens, and we are here today to talk about something a little different. It's a topic video. And the topic is Weezer's latest singles, Rosanna and Africa, the two songs by Toto. Rosanna certainly not really standing the test of time here. Africa being, humongously standing the test of time. So, as we know, Toto's Africa is just this anthem that's just like this throw your arms in the air, scream the chorus, people love it. And then recently, a Twitter account was started by a Weezer fan who wanted to see if the band would cover Africa by Toto, because she saw it on Stranger Things and fell in love with the song and thought it'd be cool if Weezer did it. So, in typical Weezer fashion, they did something else first and put out Rosanna, which is a great song, and their cover is actually really, really good. And they followed up with Africa like a week later to show that they followed through with the promise. So, here's the thing. An article just came out by Stereo Gum, and I forget who wrote it. I have my phone out for reference. Not a normal thing. By Tom Brehan, I think his name is. He wrote this article, said Weezer's Africa cover is their biggest hit in years. And that is certainly true. The last charting single they had was If You're Wondering If I Want You To, I Want You To, which they came out in 2009 and hit number 81 on the charts. You have to remember, rock songs don't chart anymore. It's not a thing that happens, and it hasn't happened in a long, long time. So, like, that's a pretty moderate showing for a rock band in the 2000s. If this was like 20 years ago and rock was still a viable option on the radio, like you had your Third Eye Blinds and your U6s and the Offspring and all those guys, you would have had a top 10 hit or a top 30 hit. That's just common. That's what the radio was back then. You could be a rock band and get a song on the radio. It doesn't work anymore these days. So, when Toto put out Africa originally back in the 80s, it was a #1 hit. It was a giant song for them, and it's just been a big song ever since. And so many references of pop culture have made this song come back. Like on Community, there was a scene where Troy and Abed and Betty White are doing it at the end of an episode. Family Guy famously used it a couple of years ago, and now Stranger Things. So this song has just been in the consciousness of people for years, and it's always just had this cult following. This giant song. And so it's no surprise that it's also a hit now for Weezer. The thing is, when this song came out a couple weeks back, the amount of promotion behind it was insane. Weezer hasn't promoted a single like that of their own song in years. And so to see them have like memes made up for this song, and it's all over the internet, like everyone's talking about their cover of Africa, it's a huge hit for them, and it doesn't shock me. The song is already good. People already like the song, and people like Weezer. You know, they're quirky and fun, and here they are putting out a song that people already love and doing it in the Weezer way, which is very, very close to the original. I have to admit, they did a good job with this song. But it hit number 89 on the charts. It's their best charting single in almost a decade, which blows my mind, because when I was in high school, they had songs on the radio all the time, and rock radio was pretty good in their... Alright, I use that term loosely. It was pretty good in the early 2000s. Like, you had your White Stripes and the Strokes and, like the Darkness for a while there. And there were some good rock songs at that point. And Weezer was definitely part of that generation. So, like, to hear that they have a hit song again is pretty cool. The thing is, the way songs are judged these days is a whole different algorithm. It's not just like what's played on the radio or what's bought on iTunes. It's Spotify streams, Pandora streams, YouTube streams. It's a whole mess of like internet streaming to kind of calculate what's been happening and then make a chart performance based off those statistics. So for them to hit number 89, it's actually super impressive. And so here's my thing. The reason why you clicked on this video and my now almost 5-minute introduction to it, let's make this song #1. Why not? I just think that'd be super cool to see Weezer have a #1 song, even if it's a cover. Like, I think that'd be super fun, and it's totally doable these days without even buying the song. I mean, I'm assuming you could buy it somewhere. I know it's on Spotify and stuff, but like, buying music doesn't happen too much these days. So like, if it's on Spotify, if it's on YouTube, let's just like stream the hell out of it. Let's like put it on repeat overnight or something. When we all go to sleep, just leave it on repeat. I think it'd be super, super cool to see Weezer have a #1 song. Again, it's been a long time. Actually, I don't think they've ever had a number one song. I think Beverly Hills was in the top 10. They've had number one albums before, but not number one song. But yeah, that's the whole point of this video. I'm just curious to see if this could be a thing in 2018. Can Weezer have a number one song? Because it sounds so easy to do. We all have Spotify, we all have the internet, we all have YouTube accounts, or a way to get to these songs. I'm just kind of curious. Like, let's do an experiment. Let's see if we can get Weezer's cover of Africa to number one, just like the original version did over 30 years ago. I think if we're gonna do this right, if we're gonna do this the proper way, where you have a number one song and someone's covering it, let's just put it back to the standard it was already at number one. I think we're gonna come full circle with that. So that's my video here. This is an experiment video. Just very curious to see what we can do here. So that's it. My name is Giggens. This has been me saying listen to Toto's cover, or Weezer's cover of Toto, Africa. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm really curious to see if there could be a next step in this progression of Weezer's newfound success with a cover song. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.